They married women for what?
A slave.
Mm.
Then when they find out they're going to get married, they sneak out there and have a woman on the side, a young woman.
Mm-hmm.
And he come home. She done took care of the kids and all that and clean house. He come home, dress up and go out there to party with the young women. Well, hell, the woman can't go nowhere. She's too tired. She got to go to bed. Why didn't he come in and split the stuff up? Come in and help her, and both of them sit down and rest. No, they rest, but you don't get no damn rest. A woman's work is never done.
That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Baby cry at night, you get up. You got to go to work the next day. You got a job too.
Mm-hmm.
Baby cry, wake up out through the night crying. Will you forget my bomb and put on diaper? And just lay there and ignore it like I don't hear you. You get up. I remember I went to work one morning. And
what is the secret to marriage?
Don't.
What advice would you give your younger self?
To never marry. To never marry. I think that I could have done all the things that I have done without a man. When my 2 husbands and my father all died within 3 months. And I found myself Betty, because I was no longer Betty Charbonnet, no longer Betty Reed. I was no longer defined by someone else's name.
Also, I just want to open up space for you to say anything to the audience or to the camera, anything on your mind.
What is the benefit of marriage?
I think these days there is no benefit. Why get married? If you're going to have children, sometimes for tax reasons.
So what happened when they would say no?
You couldn't say no.
You couldn't say no to your husband?
No. You call him, tell him he raped you. If women had been told if they call the police on him, they said he's got a right because he's your husband. You can't charge him with rape because he's your husband. So they go out, stand all night, do what they want to do, when they jump on you, get another baby. You think women wanted 19 and 22 babies? Ain't that much love in the world.
So either that or some women were being maybe forcefully like beat up?
If they had to, yeah, if they wanted to, they come beat them up too.
So it wasn't no saying no to sex?
No.
From your husband?
No.
That's what I want to know, because somebody over here was, being foolish. Like, why didn't y'all just close your legs and stop it?
Yeah. We don't have to take shit off them men like they did. They had to stay with them. And we used to see them up in the paper where they celebrate the 50th anniversary. Me and my sister were teenagers. We said, that woman doesn't put up with a whole lot of shit. And that old man sitting there grinning like he getting a credit for it, like he been a good husband. Cause he done did that woman every kind of way. He got away with it, but she better not do nothing.
So it was more, they just they just dealt with it.
Yeah, and they go out with their chest stuck out. Like they done all this and that. They done beat the woman, stayed out all night. And back in them days, they had a girlfriend. Time they get paid, they wouldn't go home. They were going buying young women like buying groceries.
Right, and it wasn't really no gossip. It was a secret.
Yeah.
Y'all they put stuff under the rug.
Yeah, they sure did. A lot of stuff I didn't tell. I still ain't told.
Right.
And ain't gonna tell.
Yep.
I'm ashamed to tell it. Then a lot of people say, well, you stayed with him. They just don't know. They wasn't in my shoes.
Yeah.
You don't get 5 kids, go out the door with a string of 5 kids, stair step, and go run and get no help. You ain't getting no help. Everybody else is trying to survive too. And the ones ain't trying to survive. Some of them don't want to see you do good nowhere. Some of them glad to see you get old man treat you any kind of way. And they be the very one to be after. Yeah. I got this man, He got a big house and a Cadillac and a good job. When I told my sister that, she said, yeah, try to take it. You'll find out every bit of it belongs to the wife and kids. So you ain't getting nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But they bait them women up, make them think they gonna get all that. And women used to be stupid. Oh, I got me a man. He married up. He got a new car and a new house. What you crazy if I bragging for you? Ain't getting none of it. And open them old billfold and put 100 on a whole stack of ones or something. Oh, you got a billfold packed full of money. You ain't getting none of that either. They just bait you up, make you run after it. And they should run after men thinking they get some money. More players know how to do it. This one man said they go out there in them old zoot suits, more broke down hats, and them old Stetson shiny shoes, and put a bunch of bills under a big bill or two.
Mm-hmm.
What you want, I buy anything you want. Them little gals be run them, they don't get nothing. They
Right.
get the short end of the stick.
And so
And they be going around laughing about it.
So really, them marriages, what they call the grandparents, lasted because they also the parents of them was against they
Divorce.
leaving and divorcing.
And they were religious. They didn't believe in sin to get a divorce. Death do you part. That's what they meant.
Because you're his possession, you can't go out and do nothing without him. You can't go.
So do you think that was like a trap to keep women from having their own?
No, like Mom said, with if you are his possession, and he can have sex with you if he want to.
Yeah.
I mean, and you can't stop him.
Yeah.
And because you are his possession, you can't go out and do nothing without him. You can't go buy nothing unless his name is on. If his name not on there, you ain't getting it. And you got good credit, he got bad credit. You ain't getting it. You got to put his name on there.
She can have ground to get
So a wife back then meant possessed.
She's a possession of a man.
Woo, Jesus.
I got to ask my husband. I can't do that. You got to go ask your husband for
You
everything.
go out, stay all night, come in. You got to get up and cook his food if he wants you to.
What happens if you don't?
Yeah.
Beat your ass,
Beat
but-
your ass, I guess.
You made a comment to him saying, one day I'm gonna come home.
And you
And you
gonna
go-
be singing.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he living a single man life.
Mm-hmm.
So he left with his buddy and walked out the door. His buddy said, "You ready to go?" He said, "Yeah." When they come back and said, "Let's go," he would always go. And sometimes he would leave.
What'd he
before
say when he
go.
left?
He said, "Ha ha ha!
And then you was like,
I'm gonna have the last leg."
and that's how you came up with that. You did have the last laugh because he did come home one day and you were gone.
I didn't ask him to pay nothing. He didn't offer. I just paid everything I could.
You was hurt, but you was calm
Yeah.
because you had your plan.
Yeah, because I knew I didn't have no help and I had to do it myself. But I refused. I said, I'm not going to live this kind of life all my life. So
I'm
I
proud of
told
you.
him, I said, okay. I said, one day, I said, you done wasted 20 years of my life. And I said, I feel like I have 20 good years left.
Woo!
And so I'm going to make sure you don't waste them. So he said, ha, ha, ha.
But you got make sure you was determined for that
So
last
he come
laugh.
home one day. I was on evening shift. He got that morning went to work. So then the next day I worked at day shift.
Mm-hmm.
They would swing our shifts a lot, or work us over. So I was coming home, the sun was shining, it was warm, a pretty summer day. When I got to in the middle of town to make the turn to go home,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't turn. I said, I'm going straight to the attorney's office.
Straight to the attorney.
And I had first, I counted my money.
Yeah.
I was broke every week. The reason I put what was left in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
I rented me a bank. At the bank, I rented my own box at the bank.
Yeah.
And so when I cashed my check,
Yeah.
I told them that I didn't want all that money back. I want to open an account.
Yeah.
They asked me the address. I gave them the address at the account.
Yeah.
At the bank.
Okay.
So he wouldn't see it.
Uh-huh.
He told me one time I was going to have to start bringing my checks to home, showing to him.
Oh. He was gonna try to control your money.
Well, I always just come home and throw my check stood down on the table somewhere to throw it away, but I never did think nothing about it.
Right.
And he said that. So every time I go get my money out of the bank,
Yeah.
I would tear up the check stub and throw it out the window on the way home.
Look at you out the window.
Yeah, but he never did say nothing to me about it on no though.
Okay.
I guess he knew I was doing something on purpose. He didn't know I was doing that. The room I got that I done left him for another man.
Yeah,
Said,
but you
"What?"
knew better.
Yeah, I said, where'd she go? I said, she done left with another man. So I know she didn't leave, couldn't go, because she won't come back home. I still can't get your blood pressure down. Said, I'm gonna put you in the hospital for a week. When I got hospital, my blood pressure was down to 70. That's where it was all the time.
And this is why you was married?
Yeah, it went down to 70. Before I was married, my blood pressure always stayed at 70.
Mm-hmm.
And
when
went
you got
up,
married,
and all that stress and working, no sleep. And he couldn't get it down. So when he after a week, he let me out of the hospital. I said, what'd you give me to get my blood pressure back to normal? He said, I didn't give you anything. So I just put you in the hospital a week and let you rest.
But when you went back home to your marriage,
Yeah.
all your health with blood pressure and stuff started
I
back.
see trying to kill me. And I said, I started saving my money. I had a box in.
Did he ever ask you how you doing, how
Hell
you
no.
feeling? It never was none of
No,
that.
cuss me
No
out.
concern of your health at all.
No, come home, house clean, food on the table, kids clean, house spotless. Because I didn't have no job, but I worked in that house and worked with my
That was your
kids.
job.
Yeah, it was a
That
job.
was your job.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did that.
And so he would come in and cuss me out. I guess you had your damn feet in the street, ho-hopping around all day. And call me all kind of bitches. And I would go up with my grandmama and sit down and cry. And I asked my grandmama, why, when you ain't doing nothing, somebody cuss you out all the time? She said, because they doing something. And said their conscience bother them, saying that, well, if I'm doing it, sneaking doing it, she must be sneaking doing it, getting away with it. And she said, my husband was mean to me. And she said, I didn't have a one on. And I raised all my kids one on. So he even come on to get mad at his girlfriend and come on and beat on me. Yes, he was mean to me. He said, his girlfriend come out there by the house at night and call him out. And he'd go out there and talk to him in my face. And so I would say, you shouldn't do that. So all she would say, she said, when I die, I want to go to heaven. I didn't want to sin. And fuss and fight is a sin to fuss and fight. It's a sin to get a divorce. She said, if you get a divorce, you ain't supposed to have no other man.